Hello everyone! Today we're going to talk about the 10 most asked questions from our viewers. Are you ready? Let's get started. First, we want to thank you for all of your support for our channel, and we are so happy to hear when one of you passes the test. We've gone through all of the comments and chosen the 10 most asked questions. We hope that they can be of assistance to all of you and hear more good news soon. Without further ado, let's get started. Number 1, do I need to know the meaning of the words on the application? The short answer is yes. While you may have heard some feedback that they don't ask about definitions of words on the application, you never know. They could, so it's best to be prepared. The officer wants to know that you understand what you were filling out, so that you don't need an exact definition, but they want to make sure that you understand the meaning of what's on the application. We've made videos for all of the definitions on the application, so make sure to check those out. They'll be in the video description. Question 2, how long does the application process take? In general, the process takes from 6 months to 2 years. It all depends on your application, where you live, and the processing center, which is tied to your location. There will be a link in the video description that will give an approximate wait time, but we've heard it's not too accurate. Some advice we can give you is to make sure your application is accurate. Double check it, triple check it, and have someone else look over it, especially the supporting documents. Make sure that you have everything. You wouldn't want to get to the end of it and realize that you had forgotten something. Number 3, can I reschedule my interview appointment? The answer is yes, but we strongly discourage it. Any sort of rescheduling will further delay your application. If you absolutely have to reschedule, call them as soon as possible. And the biggest point is do not be a no-show. If you don't show up for your interview, your entire application will be forfeited. We don't want that. Number 4, what should I do if I moved after I submitted the application? First things first, every non-citizen must fill out the AR-11 form every time they move. We will share the link in the video description. I hope you've been doing that. So after you submit the application and you moved, you would just fill out the AR-11 form. If your address happens to be in a new processing center area, then of course that will delay your application. Number 5, do I need to report all traffic violations? If your only tickets are parking tickets, then no. But any moving violations, such as speeding, a DUI, things like that, do need to be reported. Just to be sure, I would bring all payment receipts to your interview, just in case. We've heard that anything above $500 does need to be shown at the interview. The officer will likely not ask, but it's best to be safe than sorry. Number 6, when can I file the N-400? First, you must meet all of the eligibility requirements. Second, you need to be a permanent resident for 5 years, or 3 years if you married a U.S. citizen. You can file 90 days before you complete your permanent resident requirement. There is an easy calculator online. We can give you the link in the video description. Make sure to enter your permanent residency anniversary date, not the date you got your green card. For example, if you got your green card on July 1st, 2015, then your anniversary date is July 1st, 2020. Most importantly, do not submit your application before the 90 days. We've even heard some people have got denied when they've applied exactly 90 days before your anniversary date. So maybe give it a couple days. Number 7, what if I make a mistake or my status changed on my application? First, as we mentioned before, try not to make mistakes. But of course, they might come up. Some examples we've heard are you entered an incorrect date returning from a trip, or you got married, or you got a speeding ticket. The government understands there will be changes after your applications, so no need to panic. The whole point of the interview is to also update any information on your application. Just mention the change to the officer and bring all supporting documents, such as the I-94 form, your marriage certificate if you got married, and the payment receipt of a speeding ticket. Number 8, can I travel after I submitted my application? The short answer is yes. Just make sure to keep track of the dates and update the officer during your interview. Remember though, you need to meet the continuous residence and physical presence requirements. If your upcoming travel will put you over those requirements, then we recommend delaying your travel until after your interview. We will make a separate video to talk about continuous residence and physical presence requirements. Number 9, can I still use the N-400 application even though it says it expires March 31st, 2019? They were supposed to release a new one in April of this year, but they haven't done so. As long as you're downloading your application from the official USCIS website, you should be fine. Number 10, should I apply online or by mail? This is really a personal choice. It takes about the same amount of time, and we've heard the processing times are about the same as well. Whether you're going to do it online or by paper, it's best to gather all of the supporting documents before you start filling out the application. That way you'll have all the information at your fingertips. We prefer it online since we're used to using computers, but it's whatever you prefer. The online application does sort of help you fill out the application in the sense that, let's say you don't have any children. When it asks you that, it will skip that entire section for you, versus on the paper, it's going to list every single question there. It also prevents you from making some mistakes. So let's say that you entered that you took a trip starting in July 1st of 2016, and you were gone for 2 weeks, and so you came back, let's say July 15th, 2016, but you accidentally entered 2018. Well, it will actually let you know that that is more than the continuous residence allows. So it will kind of flag you that you made a mistake. Of course, the system will not catch all mistakes. So make sure, like we said, to double check your work and have someone else look at it as well. If you're doing it by mail, make sure you get delivery confirmation with whatever courier you decide to use. We are working on 2 videos for submitting your application online or by mail, so stay tuned for those. That's it. Does this help you? Do you have any more questions? Please leave us a comment and make sure to join our Facebook support group to help each other out. See you next time.